Hi guys, welcome to my beaded hairstyles video. I just wanted to show you my really cute choker from this brand. It's called Lo Que Sera. I think that's how you pronounce it. Look at how pretty the choker is. It got it from jujustudio.studio. Everything will be linked below. I do not know how to pronounce this, but it's in collaboration with Belle Chloe. I've worked with them before, and I got this cute square choker. All details on it will be down below. I just thought it would complete the look. So I'm gonna be doing my first hairstyle. A lot of these beaded hairstyles inspiration came from shows like Lizzie McGuire and also some early 2000s shows. I did notice people start using beads in their hair in the late 90s as well. I remember when I was a kid, I would do this all the time. So it can either be, if your style is more 90s or 2000s, it's your preference. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna have straight hair for the first half of these hairstyles, and I am just braiding down a strand. Try to keep the braids smaller, because if you take too much hair, the beads will not clip in place. You'll see some, I made a few mistakes, like some of them did not stay in place correctly, but later I went and fixed it. But I am just taking a little hair tie to hold that in place. These are just the rubber band ones. And then I'm taking another section towards the front with leaving hair left in the middle. Everything is self-explanatory. You could see what I'm doing right here and just creating another small braid. Also, guys, where I got the beads from is from Shein. They were like $1 and it came with like 50 pieces of beads. I'm not sure where else you can find them. I think you could get them on Amazon, but they're not as cheap. So it just depends on how much of a rush you're in. So what I'm doing is taking the other braid and combining the two. That's why I am using the rubber bands, because these little beads will not hold together. It's too thick. So you are just gonna take a few beads and place them together. As you can see, I was struggling here to clip the bead in, but it did click. But I'm just saying that you need to make the braids a lot thinner, but you do it on both sides, and that is the cute first hairstyle. I love it. I saw this on Lizzie McGuire and I screenshot it. It's like, okay, I have to recreate this. And I don't really care for the rubber bands too much towards the end, so you can always take those off once you have the beads in and secure and holding them into place. So these are going to be waterfall braids. Well, I don't know if they're called waterfall. Oh no, they're rope braids. So you don't have to do an actual braid. These actually work better with the beads. I feel like you have to make the braids very thin and small for the beads to truly stick. These did better. The only problem you face with this hairstyle is if you don't do them tight enough, the beads will slip down. And there was a few times the beads slipped down, but I finally was able to get them in place. So just really tightly make a rope braid here, and you're just gonna place a bunch of different colored beads all over, and the beads should hold the little rope braid in place depending on how tight you make it. And if you have gel or any type of hairspray to hold in that rope as well, it will stay. Trust me, I did wear this hairstyle out and the ropes did not come out. Also, these beads are way lower quality than if you were to buy these beads for a more expensive price. These are very plastic. A few of them did break. They are from Shein. They were $1. What can I expect? So if you want some better quality braids, I mean, not braids, beads, I would go on Amazon or find something that are more of higher quality. I went to Joann's and a bunch of different places, but they did not have these, so I had to special order these. And I'm just going with like a pinkish blue pastel theme. This one was my favorite hairstyle, by the way. I just loved the way it looked. It was way easier than the braids, and the beads stuck perfectly. Like none of them were trying to pop out. And the only reason why the beads were popping out was not necessarily the thickness in some of the pieces. It's just because these were just low quality. But you guys get the idea, and I just wanted to show you the hairstyles. And I even bought beads from a Hobby Lobby, but they didn't have clips, so I was just trying to shove them up and it was not working. It was terrible. Anyways, here is the second hairstyle. I love it so much. This one is my favorite. I do have a few more styles to show you, but this one right here, my favorite. And then the next one is way easy. Like, you just leave it the way it is and you'll just put 2 little pigtails on, and the beads might fall out, so just be careful. One fell out when I was doing one, and all I had to do was just pick it back up, and you just leave strings of hair hanging out, and it's so cute. You just put that clip back in. I love this one so much. It was very, very cute. Okay, so this is the last hairstyle for the straight hair. So what I'm doing is just doing, this is very 90s. I actually got inspiration from the Olsen twins, and I can't remember the name of the actress who plays Topanga in Boy Meets World. I cannot remember her name for the life of me right now, but from her, you just twist your hair up into knots, and when you twist your hair up, it creates this like waterfall type of firework hairstyle. So you just twist up and then you pin it in place, and then you tease the hair, and it'll do like these like fire, it looks more like fireworks than waterfall to me, but it's like a waterfall hairstyle. And I think this hairstyle is really cool and very early 2000s. Lizzie McGuire and Miranda wore this a lot. I don't know why I didn't use her, but as it said her name at first, because she did this a lot. So you're just gonna do this all over the crown of your head pretty much, and then you're just gonna place different beads all over your hair. So once you're done kind of molding the look, I did go in and like pull hair out and everything and tease because it just wasn't as big as I wanted it to be. But I was pretty content with how it looked right here. And then you're just gonna take all different colors and assortments of beads and just place it however you'd like all over your hair. Now, the pictures I saw from the girls who did this just had like clear beads, but I just felt like it didn't look as fun. So choose different colors, because that is definitely more fun in my opinion. And I'm talking here because there was somebody in the room, so just ignore that. I was actually talking about the wonderful work of Tchaikovsky here. Like, I just get blown away listening to him all the time. So that's what I was talking about here. But yeah, I was just placing them anywhere. Luckily, the beads just stick really easy when you have thinner pieces of hair. So I went in and teased a little bit to get the hairstyle into place and more how I like it, and I'm very content. This one, I know I said the first one was my favorite because it's more wearable. This one you have to really have confidence, and trust me, I do, but this one is just more for playful days. The other one I can wear whenever, but I really love it. I think it looks cute. It goes great with the outfit. And yeah, it's a very unique hairstyle, but it used to be very popular, but if you wear it now, it would be considered unique, you know, bringing back those old fashions. But I absolutely love it. Next, we're going to move on to the curly hairstyles. Your hair, I can't stress this enough, that for these last 2 hairstyles, you need texture in your hair. So make sure your hair is some sort of curly. All you're doing is just placing spontaneously throughout your hair. And the reason you need texture is because if your hair is too straight, they will just fall through. So you can try it with straight hair, but I just prefer to have curly hair when doing these spontaneously because they just stick so much better. And with the straight hair, they were falling through a lot, but it's because my hair is slightly thinner. So if you have really thick straight hair, then it should work. But yes, the beads attach better with texture. And I really kind of wanted to try it with the really, really curly hair, but I didn't. So this is just waves, but look at how cute that looks. I actually did a photo shoot over the weekend with this hairstyle, and I just loved it. It flowed well, and it went with the outfit that I was wearing. So the last thing I'm doing is with the same curly hair, I'm just doing 2 braids on one side. So 2 braids on each side. So one side, 1 braid, and the other side. That didn't really make sense. But so the mistake I made here is I made the braid a little too thick. So afterwards I went in and made the braid thinner, but I just kind of wanted to show you how you can get this hairstyle. Just super easy, just one braid, and then you place like at least 4 or 5 beads per section. And with the textured hair, it just gives it a different type of look, and it's really cute. But yeah, if you go on my Instagram, you'll see that I used this hairstyle. It was either one or the other, and with the beads, but with the curly hair. And sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained right now. It's really early in the morning and I want to push this video out for you guys. But on this side, I used a thinner piece, and the beads just go way better on thinner braid. So I cannot stress that enough. But that was it for my beaded hairstyles. Very reminiscent of the late 90s and early 2000s. So if you guys recreate this look, you know where to find me on Instagram. All links are in the description box down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!